Friends, comrades, can I welcome you to the heart of Birmingham? But before I say a few words, can we please have a massive round of applause for the stewards, the volunteers, the organisers, and especially our organiser, Rachel Harris, who is putting lots of work behind the scenes to make this happen today. Thank you. As a born and bred Brummie, I am truly honoured and privileged to be here in the most beautiful part of Birmingham Centenary Square, in front of thousands, sharing the platform with the most principled, honest and genuine politician, our Labour Party leader and the next Prime Minister of Great Britain, Jeremy Corbyn. Comrades, we are blessed to have a true legend in Jeremy Corbyn, who has fought against injustice throughout his political life. In the 70s and 80s, Jeremy Corbyn fought against the sale of weapons in Iraq and was a staunch opponent of the Iraq War, a war that killed and injured millions and has had dire consequences for peace across the world, the repercussions of which are still being felt today. The Cllr inquiry proved that Jeremy's stance was right against the illegal war. In the 1980s, Jeremy Corbyn stood up for blacks and Asians against a dreadful apartheid system in South Africa. He stood alongside Nelson Mandela and the ANC. And he was even arrested for his political beliefs outside the South African embassy. But history has proven that he was right. In the millennium, Jeremy Corbyn opposed the introduction of tuition fees. Now our children are saddled with average debt of 53,000 and the number of children going to university has dropped considerably. Again, Jeremy's stance was right. Jeremy has always stood up for his beliefs and has always been proven right. He voted against Section 28, which sought to demonise same-sex marriages. He has always supported LGBT rights. He has marched alongside miners. He supported the Birmingham 6 and the Guildford 4. He opposed a private finance initiative which is estimated to cost taxpayers 300 billion for assets worth only 60 billion. Jeremy has always advocated the public ownership of our railways, opposed Trident, which is costing us billions. Jeremy voted against the welfare bill and has opposed austerity, which is causing misery for millions the length and breadth of our country. That's why Jeremy Corbyn is a legend, and that's why we voted for Jeremy Corbyn. That's why we will continue our utmost to protect and support Jeremy Corbyn as the leader of the Labour Party and as the next Prime Minister of Great Britain. Friends, comrades, Jeremy Corbyn was elected over a year ago with the largest mandate of the Labour Party membership in history. Since then, we have won 4 mayoral elections and won every single parliamentary by-election with an increased majority, despite negative press and internal pressures. This has all been possible thanks to the momentum that Jeremy Corbyn has built since he was elected as a leader of the Labour Party. Comrades, but I am convinced Jeremy Corbyn will be elected, declared the Labour Party leader at conference next week. We need to focus our energies, resources and enthusiasm against the Conservative government who are hell-bent on pursuing their ideological crusade to dismantle and then destroy our public services. They want to create a society where the rich are richer and the poor are poorer. We're not going to let them. No more evident is that than with the NHS, our much-loved NHS. Jeremy Hunt is falsely claiming he's going to create a 7-day NHS service. But But he is only putting in resources for a 5-day service. Instead of investing to recruit more junior doctors, he is forcing an unscrupulous contract on the junior doctors, which is a recipe for disaster, and in my opinion it is going to be a backdoor to privatisation of the NHS. We need to stand in solidarity with junior doctors and with our Secretary, Shadow Secretary of Health, Diane Abbott, with the junior doctors. We need to send a message. We need to send a message. We want an NHS that is publicly owned. We want an NHS that is publicly run. We want an NHS that is free to the point of use. And most of all, we want an NHS which is run as a service for people, not a profit-making organisation. Friends, comrades, in 2010 the Tory Lib Dem coalition ripped apart Labour's Building for Schools Future programme. That programme would have refurbished and rebuilt a number of schools across the country in the most deprived areas. Since then, they have invested in free schools, they have invested in forcing local authority schools to become academies, and most recently there are proposals to create new grammar schools which will create segregation, where the largest majority of our children will be deemed failures at a young age of 11, and some of them will be on brink of breaking point. We have to stand in solidarity with Angela Rayner and fight the proposals for grammar schools. Stop a two-tier education system that will marginalise the less off and again make the rich richer and the poor poorer. We want to create a national education service open to all through their lives and bring about a progressive restoration of free education for all, including the reintroduction of the education maintenance allowance and student maintenance grants for the less well-off, together with the guarantee of quality apprenticeships and adult skills training. Under the leadership of Jeremy Corbyn, no community will be left behind. We will create a national investment bank pumping 500 billion for those communities who have been left behind by the Tory government. We have a huge increase in homelessness and a massive housing waiting list. In this city, we have 35,000 on the waiting list. Under Jeremy Corbyn, we will build 1 million homes in 5 years, half of which will be city council homes. We will also guarantee private tenants with protection so that they are saved from unreasonable rent increases and secure 3-year contracts. Friends, comrades, we will scrap the Trade Unions Act, which prevents working people from organising together for their rights, and replace it with a new plan to guarantee their rights at work. Friends, comrades, we can and we will continue the momentum to create a mass social movement who will knock every single doorstep in the country to send the Labour message. The Labour message. An end to illegal wars, an end to PFI, an end to privatisation, an end to poverty, an end to greed, an end to fracking, and most importantly, an end to austerity. We will give back workers their rights. We will bring back railways to public ownership, introduce student maintenance grants and EMA, and give back workers their rights. And finally, bring about a fairer system that will deliver equality, justice and fairness for all. Friends, comrades, Jeremy is committed to our community. Jeremy is committed to our principles. And most of all, Jeremy is committed to the Labour Party and a platform of social justice. So I reach out to all of Labour members, Labour parliamentary members, supporters, come together under the leadership of Jeremy Corbyn, under the Prime Minister of Jeremy Corbyn in 2020, to help rebuild and transform Great Britain, to bring about fairness, justice for everyone in society. Thank you.